The IDAHOT, International Day Against Transphobia and Biphobia. As we all know, IDAHOT for 2019 was specific to look at in relations to issues of injustice. And we all know it's not a celebration only for the LGBT community, but it's usually a celebration for all, in relations to making it quite a privilege of understanding, knowing, spreading love and compassion and peace.
So far we've rolled out Sikika Festival. It was about celebrating IDAHOT, that is Justice for All, which is an international day against homophobia. So we hosted that event and we used other artists who came in to support us and also use their different genres of art to advocate for the rights of the LGBTIQ. Art is a very key and interesting tool because it catches the attention of many. So many people relate with art. You can easily pass on information using art and it gets formed. We took art because basically we are an artistic group. Our members are composed of artists, so it's easy for us to use our skills and our talent to pass the information, and it reaches a vast number of people. And our target group is between people of 18 to 30. Those are people who easily relate to art. They understand art faster than any other media.
The reason for me being here is to celebrate the IDAHO, and this being one of our key interventions is to advocate for access to equal rights to the marginalized groups, that is the sexual minorities, sex workers, and adolescent girls and young women living with HIV. And this one is towards attainment of achieving of access to social justice vision 2030, and it's pended on SDGs 16.3.
What makes the pastor who won't use his wedding clothes? What makes the pastor who won't use
The Kenyan dream is real for all people of Kenya. It doesn't matter your sex or your sexual orientation, but as a government we say that we are not going to discriminate against any person in the society, and that by 2030 we hope, under Vision 2030, the social pillar, is that there is no going to be violence subjected to our people. So it's a Kenyan dream. The dream is that big. I know the implementation has challenges, but there are already laws and policies in place to ensure that we eliminate violence against our people. What I can challenge the sexual minority community in Kisumu County is that we need to push the Kisumu County government to have a policy and law in place to comprehensively prevent and respond and manage sexual gender-based violence. So the big national laws, we have room to domesticate them within the county. And if you do that, then the county is going to be compelled to put resources, adequate resources to ensure that we respond adequately to violence subjected to any member of this community in the county.
What do you mean when you say they, them, and those? Who are those? Who are they? Who are them?
use this particular word, it's been taken too sensitive. If there was an issue affecting the media, you would be referred to them, those in the media, them. So I don't think it should be something taken so sensitive. When it's brought out in a way that it's discriminatory, I think that's a concern. But when I say that we're talking about the homophobia, biphobia, transphobia, when I refer to them as them, I don't think it should be that an issue.
I think there are things that we should place first. And fundamental to this is the recognition that we are a people. And that is the preamble of our Constitution. The moment we fail to recognize that we are a people, then we begin to class ourselves, to divide ourselves in gender, sexual, religious lenses, which do not profit us. And I think the message out there should be then that because we are a people, we have a social contract of coexistence, and that binds us. And I think that going forward, sexual minorities must raise their voice and must claim their rightful place as people, all who acknowledge that the supremacy of God as the creator, as provided in the preamble. And I believe that the society is receptive to this message because we are all one people. As a justice center based in Kondele, we thrive on inclusion. And we are saying that policies that are being made at the county level and based on the gains that the national government is already making should be towards giving the best consequences for all populations.
So today we had a Sikika Extravaganza, which is our annual event that we always do yearly. And with the theme of today, we decided to host this event during the International Day Against Homophobia. And the reason why we decided to choose this day is because we wanted to engage so more with the public and use arts, different art genre of arts to tell stories of sexual minority persons within our society in relation to the challenges that they face in terms of human rights violation, in terms of health violation, in terms of religion violation and culture violation, which we know that dominate and really have created that platform for more discrimination and stigma within our society. So during the event, we decided to have several kind of artists who are here. We had dance, we have play, we had music from different artists. We have the band that was performing throughout. So we had different kind of genre that were telling, the artistical genre that were telling stories of LGBTQ persons. And today's theme was justice for all. So at the end of the day, what we're trying to push was to make sure that everybody is being treated equally within the society, regardless of their sexual preference, or regardless of their sexual orientation. So I think another form apart from this kind of an advocacy, there's aspect of dialogue, and dialogue is the aspect of people coming together and having a session and talk about the issue that they feel that affect them. So I think that's also another platform that can be used. But as for KISPED, one of the major things that we always focus on is the aspect of that arts and the aspect of media. Through media, we tell different documented stories of LGBTQ persons and we share out to the public to watch. And even through photo exhibition, where we have several photos that really depict and tell stories of violations towards sexual minority persons within our society. One of the challenges that I think most of the organization always face when organize this event, the aspect of blockage in terms of homophobic perception that the society already has towards LGBTQ persons and even the LGBTQ-led organizations. And I think the aspect where you realize that you want to look even for book for venue, where you want to go to conduct an event, but being that you are an LGBT organization, you cannot be given that place to conduct your activity. Because we realize that the only place that we can conduct our activities is the booked facilities that are within Kisumu. So I think that's one of the major challenges that we have always been facing. Then also another aspect where the crowd that is not yet informed about this, the aspect of turnout, sometimes it's always challenging because you realize that people already have that perception or negative perception about LGBTQ persons. So calling them for an advocacy work, sometimes it's difficult. But what we have really tried to do is to make sure that we have created a large number pool of allies within our society who identify as heterosexual. And these are the individuals who have been supporting us in terms of mobilization, in terms of reaching out to people that we really want to reach out and share out this information to. Basically, as organization, we are based at Kenya Estate, and we also have several organizations within Kisumu that offers different services in relation to legal aspect, in relation to health aspect. So I think the best platform is always the aspect of coming out, and you can reach out to KISPED, and we can also link you to other organizations that can really help. We also have the government institutions that are also much willing to support and give offer to LGBTQ persons, because we understand that the aspect of universal right is a fundamental value to any human being, regardless of their sexual preference and regardless of their sexual orientation or gender identity.
The main achievement that we have this year so far is that we've gained more allies with the community as a whole. When we conducted Sikika Festival, a large number of the community came out. The heterosexuals came out because our target are the heterosexuals. They came out to come and see what is it that we were doing, what the message, and then they took the message home. So I believe that we have sent the message home, and they are willing to accept the LGBTQ community more than it was the other times. And also another achievement that we have is we've created a safe space, not just for other people to come in, but also our members and LGBTIQ society as a whole to come and share their stories with us and share their stories to the world.
Let us not cause harm to people because they are different from us, or maybe they are doing something that we think our religion or culture abides them. But at the end of the day, we look at the values of human rights, and we have to protect human rights in any cause, with any means.